Hey guys, it is February 5th and time for Gary's Good News Only. Realtor.com has some great news saying that the median home prices soared 15.4% annually to an annual rate of $346,000. That's obviously a little bit higher than the state average, but they also said that the inventory plummeted 43% in January. So what does that tell us? If you're trying to talk a seller into listing the property, it would be the most awesome time to do it. Prices are on the rise and inventory is at an all-time low. So if they put their house on the market, they're likely to get multiple offers, as you're seeing. I had one agent tell me they had 18 offers in 48 hours. You know the market's great. If you're a seller, put your house on the market. Wall Street Journal says that they predict the pre-pandemic peak the economy to reach that back by mid-2021. So here by June, they think the economy will be back where it was prior to the pandemic. We know that to be true. All we need is to see California and New York open like South Carolina has been since, I don't know, April. And maybe they can realize that their numbers are no different than ours, but yet we've been open and they have been closed. So hopefully they'll open back up and they can get our economy rolling. Now, on the coronavirus, what we have seen is that 35.2 million or 10% of the country has now received the coronavirus vaccine. Remember, just last year, they were telling us that it would be a year or so before we get our first vaccine. And here we are the first month of January and 10% of our country already has the vaccine. I guess the media missed that one, huh? January 8th, we had 5,900 new cases a day in South Carolina with a 7-day rolling average of 5,300 cases. 2 weeks ago, that number dropped to 4,800. And today we are at 3,000 new cases, average of 3,200 cases on a 7-day rolling average. So I'm no mathematical genius, but that's almost in half. So we clearly have passed the peak and we're on a rapid decrease. Here in less than a month, we have cut that number in half. So that is fantastic. In fact, that takes those numbers back nationally to like November 9th type numbers. Nationally, we also saw 300,000 cases a day, 7-day rolling average of 260,000 back at that period in January 8th. Today, 126,000 cases a day with 130,000 rolling average. Again, less than half. So all around the country, cases are half of what they were just a month ago. Now, death rate has also plummeted. Now, I want you to be very careful when you look at the South Carolina death rate because the state newspaper and the other medias group a lot of the deaths over a period of time into one and release them. So you may see 70 or 80 deaths in one day and think, oh my gosh, those people didn't all die in one day. They died over several days. They just didn't get reported. If you go to DHEC, you can see the day-by-day reporting of deaths. And what we were seeing 15 days ago was that death certificates from that day of 75 was the range in which you were seeing consistently 15 days ago. Today, the numbers are low. They're down in the 31 to 36. So they're lower by almost 50%. So even the number of cases and the number of deaths are now down in half just compared to a month ago. Now, here's the best news, and I bet you didn't know this, is that the flu has gone away. In fact, did you know that on average, you have 45 million flu illnesses every year, 810,000 hospitalizations, and 61,000 deaths in the United States per year on the flu? That's based on the CDC. Do you know how many flu cases we've had this year? Not deaths or hospitalization. Are you ready for this? 925. And the flu season's almost getting closer to the end. So somehow we've either cured the flu and we went from 45 million cases of the flu to 925, or more than likely, they are just mischaracterizing it altogether, and they're putting everybody that has the flu as a COVID, and they're putting all the flu deaths as a COVID death, because 61,000 people don't just stop dying from the flu every year when that's it. So make up your mind on where those numbers are going. So anyway, good news, either the flu is gone. I guess the flu's gone. I don't know. Anyway, have a great weekend. I hope everybody enjoys Gary's Good News Only, and we will see you soon.